Alright, let's go start farming up some bossing material. Because we need more Durial runs. I need like an infinite amount of Durial runs. I think the best thing we can do is just hit Legion events and world bosses in between doing the seasonal Tree of Whispers events and then farming out the helltides. I have to work like crazy on this. Hey, you. You getting tired there? Alright, let's see what we get. Hopefully we'll get some malignant hearts, man. Always missing malignant hearts. There we go. We got one. Oh. Oh. Just gonna keep farming bossing material. I need tons of living still, tons of Barshan summons. I hope I at least get the first drop I get is at least one of the uber uniques that I need. I need one more. So happy those don't knock you back anymore. I mean, it didn't really mess with me too much because I always have bulwark, but it was still annoying. Hopefully when I get some more Durial runs and I can get a new pair of Flicker Step boots, I'll get a big roll on the damage reduction from close enemies. That'll be really helpful. I gotta get out of the habit of casting my Poison Creeper while I have, while I'm doing my Stormclaw build. I just have a habit of it from using my Lightning Storm build. Okay, we did that. And then we just need 2 more obelisks. At some point, I'm going to start doing the dungeons for the tuning stones. Doing the boss rotation for the tuning stones, but not right yet. I think they said it was like a 0.5% chance to drop the tuning stone. It's not, doesn't sound like a fun time trying to farm those out. Definitely getting a party for that as well. using your ultimate out here with inexorable, it always kills everything instead of pulling it to you. It's kind of funny. Okay, we got what do we have left? One more elemental core. And then we're good. Okay. No, I don't. I was trying to stream on Twitch at one point in time, but I just kept getting solicited by people. You know, it's like you don't get a lot of viewers if you're down at the bottom, but the people I did get, it would just be like solicitors. And so I tried streaming on other platforms. I tried out Kick. I didn't really like the whole idea that the gambling and everything. So I figured I'd just focus all of my effort in like one platform. So I started streaming YouTube. But I did post out a question to people in my community if they would prefer me to stream on Twitch or if they would prefer me to stream on YouTube. So just kind of getting some feedback from everybody where their preferred place is to watch streams. So far, it seems like most people want me to continue streaming on YouTube. I just don't want to go too heavy in one area before I know where people would prefer to actually view a stream. I like the idea that Twitch is a little easier to read your chat and stuff. I can have the chat overlay up, and obviously you don't have to have a delay on Twitch, which is really nice. It's just a lot easier to control everything, but this is pretty easy as well. Oh, that's a nice chunk of armor on that. The only thing that's kind of bugging me recently is I've been trying to figure out why I have this strange lag inside of towns or when I stand still to go through my inventory. I didn't have this ever before, and it started just a couple days ago. Like, I streamed the first day, the season launch, for like 8 hours, worked beautifully. The next day, for some strange reason, every time I stand around in a town, my stream starts to lag. I don't lag, I have no issue, but my stream lags, which is weird because you would think it would lag when I'm in combat doing all kinds of like attacks and animations and all the other stuff the game has to render, but it doesn't. So it's kind of hard to figure out what exactly the issue is, especially as a person who isn't necessarily coming at this from a tech background or some kind of like I don't know, creative background. I'm having to learn how to do everything on my own, which is kind of fun. I enjoy making the videos and editing all my videos and doing all my thumbnails. I've had a lot of fun doing that stuff. Kind of learning what I like, what kind of style of thumbnail I like, what kind of, you know, things I like to edit into my videos. I was going to put in some music today, but on my intro to my Stormclaw build guide. But I don't know, it was just, I couldn't find any good free music, and some of it just sounded real cheesy. And then I had my wife listen to it, and she was like, no. No, yeah, undoubtedly, like you. But right now, I just want to focus on one platform at a time. I don't want to like try to dual stream. Again, I'm still having this weird issue with my like lag when I stand around, so I couldn't imagine having to try to figure 2 streams out at once. I have the internet and I have the computer to do it, but I'm just puzzled. I don't know what's going on. You've never had this issue before when I stream, no matter what platform I'm using, and definitely not on YouTube I've ever had this issue. So I'm wondering if it was some kind of update that I did on my computer, like a Windows update or something like that that's causing the problem. It's just hard to know. I know Twitch is the more popular site. They're always all over the place with their rules, though. They're all over the place with their rules. I mean, granted, I don't really I run a pretty, PG stream. I don't really cuss. I prefer people not to use expletives. Just keep it cordial, keep it kind, and then like if you're having a debate the issue, not the person. That's all cool. I don't mind any of that. But I still just don't like the way that they do treat some of their content creators, or like just their weird way of applying their rules. But I'm open to doing whatever people are most interested in, I would say. And like I said, doing streaming on Twitch is definitely a lot easier than streaming anywhere else, just because I don't have to deal with OBS. And I feel like dealing with OBS is such a pain in the neck sometimes. I was trying to do like a background overlay on my camera, so that way it wouldn't just be like the white walls in my room. And it kept crashing my camera over and over again. So it's just trying to figure out every little thing that can go wrong when you start streaming. All right. Man, I wish I wish they would give us like a ton of living still in our helltides. Just like a whole bunch, like 10 or 15 of those dang things. Like doing a hour-long grind in helltides to get like 15. I don't know. I'll have to check and see when the chests reset. Maybe I'll be able to use the helltide website if they reset. Man, if I get a better pair of flicker step that gives me like that close to 4-second cooldown every time you dodge through enemies, it's gonna be crazy. I'd like to get some barrier gen on my helmet too. And once I get an amulet with ranks to defense, I think that's gonna be crazy if I get the Evernight tuning stone on my seneschal, get +4 ranks to debilitating roar, and then +3 ranks to defensive skills, get 3 more ranks to that, and to cool it down faster. I'll be able to use my combo a lot more. And I'll be a lot more tanky. How you guys doing tonight? How you doing, Kettle? I'm going to try to get up and stream earlier tomorrow. I got to make the how-to Stormclaw video, and I'm going to like get some footage for that. I don't want to keep streaming late at night. I got to do some activities during the daytime, so... But I definitely would like to stream maybe sometime early evening or something like that tomorrow. If you guys want to join up, join the game, get in a party, be my guest, I will gladly be in a party to do this stuff. Oh, man. I also want to PvP some. I wish there were more rewards tied to PvP. I want to try out this build in PvP, see what we can do. Maybe catch some people off guard. I definitely don't want to fight any barbarians, though. They will just one-shot you with everything that they do. Even their Seneschal pet will one-shot you now. Have you guys seen some of the damage coming out of their Seneschal pet? The way they scale up with Barbarian? Killing Uber Lilith? Like, come on, man. Killing Durial with your Seneschal pet like it's nothing. It's crazy. I don't even know what they're going to do with that class at this point. Like, I don't know how they could do anything with that. I don't know what they did between Season 1 and Season 2, other than, like, I don't know what kind of buffs they've made that have caused that class to go as crazy as it has. from my understanding, it's not bugs. Like it's all intended. Maybe it's unintended mechanics, but it's definitely not any kind of bug. It's just the way that they've set the class up. I wanted to play one, but I don't think I'll play one now, just because I don't like how it trivializes everything. I might try out a Necromancer. I've heard Necro's pretty balanced. Nothing too crazy. I've wanted to try a Rogue as well. I don't know. I really wanted to do a Barbarian, but that thing is just insanely overpowered. Just need to level glyphs? Yep. Yep. I still got a couple glyphs I got to get some levels in. Still have to level up, I think 3 glyphs. I forgot to finish off my Spirit glyph and my Fang and Claw and Earth and Sky glyphs. I haven't done it yet. I just want to run Durials, man. I want to run Durials like crazy. I really want to, now that they're fixing, I didn't even know that the Ring of Starless Sky was bugged, but they're going to patch that out, and now it will actually give you resources, cut your resources down when you're channeling a skill, so that'll be nice. I'm really excited to get a Ring of Starless Skies into Shaco. And I want to try out the Lycander staff in my Lightning Storm build too. I also have to level another Druid. I want to work on that too, but I just need to run Durial. I don't know how people are getting so many materials to run Durial. That's crazy. I see a lot of the streamers and stuff running like a ton of Durial, getting Uber Uniques like crazy. And it's like, I mean, I don't know if they, I don't really... Yeah, I'll show you my stats. Give me just a second. Let me go open the chest. I don't really see them farm too many helltides, but I don't really watch a lot of streamers right now just because I'm so busy trying to do my own thing. But I don't really see them farm a lot of helltides. I'm like, how are they getting so many... How are they doing it so much? Maybe they're just getting their community to help them, you know, farm up materials. Things like that. Let me go over here and get this chest. And then I will show you. Third-party sites? Yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't really accessed the trading system yet. I don't even know what I would do with trading. Like I said, I've always played hardcore solo self-found, so group play and trading and stuff like that I've never really touched on. And now for normal mode, for softcore, I'd like to actually do some of that stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of occupying myself doing a million other things when I'm able to play the game for an extended period of time. And I don't even know what exactly would be valuable. I always salvage all my gear and stuff, so. I'm just so used to doing everything alone. I love multiplayer games, but I more or less just love the idea of playing alongside of other people, not necessarily being in groups of people. So I'm trying to do more of that, do more group play. There's just so many things I gotta get done. I want to level like 2 more Druids to 100, get my gear swapped over to another Druid for doing Stormclaw once I finish my how-to video tomorrow. At some point in time, I want to start building a shred build now that they've fixed it. I really want to try building that out, seeing what it's all about, seeing if I can't make a really good build. I think I can. I think I can make a build with Inexorable Will, shred, do something in that direction. But we'll see. I don't want to, like, have any high expectations. At some point in time, once I get everything kind of... Oh, yeah, that helltide is over. How many minutes for the world boss? 4 minutes. I guess we can... I'm going to go over here and do this... No, I'll go to this one. I'll go do this real quick. Unlock another stronghold. I think I can do it in less than 4 minutes. How much? 4 minutes and 30 seconds? I just hope whatever, like I said, I just hope whatever Uber Unique I get first, I hope it's relevant for the builds that I want to make. I'd love it to be a Ring of Starless Skies. But if it's a Shaco, I'll be happy to. But definitely would prefer it to be a Ring of Starless Skies because I think it would impact my Lightning Storm build the most. Multiplicative damage and resource cost reduction will probably make it where I can channel Lightning Storm all the time without a basic attack. And then I can just use an ultimate. I don't know if I'll have time to do this. I'll try to get over there. I definitely don't want to... Which one is this one? Is this the one with the stupid... stupid guy stuck to a pyre? How much time? 3 minutes and 30? Yeah, I don't think I have time to do that. I don't have time to do that. I don't want to just stand around at the world boss. That's not fun. Dang, 8? Holy God. Yeah, I'm going to farm a different set of shred gear. I have all the aspects. Yeah, I'm definitely going to definitely farm a different set. I just I don't like having to swap sets, that's all. I don't like having to swap everything out and swap around my Paragon board a million times. I prefer just to be able to swap to a character. So it's just kind of nice to have that option to swap to a character. Two minutes, man. Well, that's 2 minutes. I will go ahead and grab up some elemental cores, and then I won't have to sit around for 2 minutes. Maybe I won't even I won't even have time to do that. I'll just kill some stuff. Who's this? How am I blood marked? I'm not even in PvP. Oh well. We'll join it. I don't know. I don't know what if it matters. Oh yeah, man. I love when they have events like that. I just have to be ready. Like a lot of times when they release events, it's hard. Like I'm usually a little like kind of cooling down from the season. It's not quite as hype, and I'm not quite as enthusiastic about farming up an entirely new character. So is it the brand new Lunar event that they're or whatever I've seen? I seen something about a Lunar event. Is that they're going to have 50% multiplicative XP? And I think I also seen they're going to increase XP as well, which I love that, man. I cannot stand the idea that people think, and I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I think it's just such an old school idea that getting to level 100 should be difficult. I feel like getting to level 100 should be super easy. It should be like the gear grinding that you need to work on, and then also like all of the in-game bosses should be fun and engaging, and all the in-game content should be a lot of fun. I don't think getting to 100 should be difficult. It just shouldn't be, in my opinion. I like the idea that you can just get to 100, get all your stuff set up, and then everything else is what you're working on. You're getting your gear pieces. You're dominating the content. You're trying to do leaderboard stuff like that. I like that. Not a big fan of taking forever to get to level 100. I don't find there to be a point in it. Yeah, that sounds good, man. Ooh, that sounds good. And I think I'll have so many materials saved up that my Seneschal pet, I'll just be able to level all the I'll be able to level all of the glyph, not the glyph, the tuning stones and stuff up almost to level 10 immediately. So that is something I like. I love the fact that they changed that, so that way we get those we get all the different scraps back when we don't when we have a specific tuning stone to level 10, and all my stuff is leveled up now. So volcanic wolf, I like that. Yo, did you guys check out those new portals in the cash shop? I thought some of them looked pretty dope. I'm not gonna buy them though, but I wish they would lower the price to like $5. I'd buy all those portals. Those portals look nice. Maybe even 7, I'd buy them. But I'm not buying no portals for $30. Not when they got so many cool portals already. Like these seasonal portals are already cool. Yeah, basically the game starts at level 1. Everything else is just kind of I've heard a lot of people say too they need to add more tiers, like oh a tier 5, a tier it's like I don't think they need to add more tiers. I don't really see the benefit of adding more tiers. I just think that they should build out the content and make it more difficult. Like add like balance out the classes so like barbarian isn't one-shotting everything without even being level 100 with gear. Like balance out the classes better and then make the bossing more rewarding and then keep adding more bosses, adding more in-game, adding better PvP systems. I would love for them to add like a matchmaking, and it doesn't have to be super serious, and they don't have to tie anything specifically to PvP that way you would have to do it. But it would be cool if they had some awesome cosmetics or some player titles and like matchmaking for like 4v4 or 3v3 stuff like that, or King of the Hill that you could do in PvP. That would be a lot of fun. Nothing too serious, obviously. Just for fun. Not trying to go crazy. What are we trying to do, Kettle? I'm over here in the Helltide. I don't know where you're at. Where you at? Oh, you're back in the town. Spotted mushroom. I just want more in-game stuff. More in-game stuff and more rewarding bossing. I love doing the Uber Lilith fight, man. I don't know what people... I mean, I guess I get it. I do kind of understand. I think the only issue for me with the Uber Lilith fight is the speed of the skulls. And they travel so fast, it's almost like you have to have extra dodge on the boots and then a fast movement speed. But other than that, man, I kind of enjoyed the Uber Lilith fight. I just wish it was super rewarding to complete it. Like, make it like Durial, where you can have a higher chance to drop Uber uniques, because and she's far more difficult to complete than any kind of Durial is. And now that you actually have to engage with the mechanics, it would be kind of nice if they would make it where you could get Uber uniques, because I'd farm Uber Liliths all day. I would just sit there and I would just not even touch Durial unless I needed some kind of unique from Durial. But I would just farm Uber Lilith. Yeah, I know. PvP right now is just barbarian all over. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with that class, man. It's like I don't even know who's in charge of balancing that class. It's just so broken. It's just such a broken. Like I said, I would love to play a barbarian. My whole plan was to play a barbarian, but just seeing how broken the class is just really makes me not even want to engage with it. Just because I don't like to like I said, I don't really like classes that overly trivialize the content. I was watching Rob today, and I know Wadijo put out a video about the Seneschal pet. Someone had discovered the fireflies and everything. And then Rob put it on his Barbarian. He's freaking killing Uber Lilith. He's killing Durial in seconds with his Seneschal pet. And it's like, it's just crazy to think that, I don't know, like the fact that they gave so many buffs to a class, like they definitely, I think buffing Charge was a good idea to give more build viability for the class, but there's definitely something completely broken about the damage output, and it just makes, I don't know. I know a lot of people enjoy it, so it is what it is. It's just my opinion at the end of the day. I did see an X post, something that did concern me a little bit. One of the class balance devs had reposted his post about his Seneschal pet, and they were talking like it warms their heart or something like that when they see stuff like that, and it's like, that's not how, I mean, in my opinion, that's not how I would see that. Like, as a developer, if I was a developer and I saw that someone was able to just blow through all of the hard work that I've done in in-game content with a Seneschal pet using one ability, I would be like, wow, that's actually really bad for the game balance. Like, how could you have player retention in seasons if players can just kill everything without even gearing up their character? I think that's something that they have to definitely address if they want a long-term health of the game, in terms, especially as like new players come into the game. Like, you gotta address those things. And I'm not trying to be like a party pooper or, you know, act like everything needs to be perfectly balanced, because I don't believe that. You know, I think there's always room for imperfect balance, where there's like one or two builds that are maybe like one and 1.2 or 1.3 times better than most builds in the game, right? It's a noticeable difference, but not to the point where you're one-shotting everything like it's no big deal. I mean, it's just a bit excessive. So, and then they nerfed, you know, any nerfs they do to overpower are indirectly affecting builds that aren't broken by, like, as broken as Barbarian. So, like a pulverized Druid is getting smashed by an overpower nerf, where Barbarian before the season started was doing, you know, billions of damage with their overpower. But, you know, pulverized Druid, they were doing some decent damage, but not even close to that. So I don't think it's something where they need to, I mean, I think they still need to kind of bring down the overpower mechanics some, but it's definitely something that's built into that class. I mean, it's definitely something that they've done, because in season 2, I mean, in when they launched the game, and in season 1, people were really unhappy with Barbarian and Sorcerer because of how bad the classes were. And then in season 2, they did some crazy stuff. And yeah, I will say that Rob does it, and so does Ace of Spades. So they definitely break everything. They entertain all the bugs and the broken stuff. Me personally, I don't find enjoyment in that. I like to keep my gameplay really clean, no bugs, no broken builds. I like to challenge myself, and but they love that broken stuff, and I can see the allure of it, right? It's like having the cheat codes to a game, you know, putting in God mode, having the infinite rocket launcher on Resident Evil, you know what I'm saying, or infinite lives on Mario or Contra, stuff like that. You know, I can see the entertainment in it, but I think I tend to think in terms of like longevity and the health of the game, and I just think that those things are really not good in the long term. Like, having one season where Barbarian is just kind of busted, it's okay, right? Like, that's fine. But then the next season, what are players going to do when their favorite class is Barbarian, and they have to basically one-shot Durial over and over again with the same exact build, doing the same exact thing, and they never really, I mean, if you don't have to challenge yourself, there's nothing really exciting at the end. You know, you'll have fun for like a week, but then you'll run out. You know, you'll take off. You won't play anymore. So it's definitely a challenge they have to overcome. I just don't know what they've done. I don't know what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know exactly. Thanks, Kettle. I seen you standing still. I was like, why is he standing still? I figured there was a helltide, a screaming helltide vein there. So I don't know. I go back and forth on X with Rob sometimes. I'm a small streamer, but he's really cool. He'll answer his X posts you make to him. He's always been really friendly with mine and always answered me back. And we went back and forth a bit about balance before season 2. And in his mind, because he was playing AOZ so much, it's like he was like, Barbarian's so good, everything needs to be better. But I was like, in my mind, I'm like, well, that's not the core content. AOZ is going away after season 2, and everything is melting the core content. Like, everything is absolutely destroying the core content, and players are not really getting any significant challenge, or I would say reward off of a challenge, when they do certain things. Once you accumulate a certain build and you're just blowing through stuff, which is fun, I just think that happens too soon. I think most players are getting a build early on, and they're just blowing through everything. So it makes it impossible to make fulfilling content. Like I said it to a couple developers. I don't really get any answers back, but I said, how can you guys create good in-game content, valuable in-game content, if all of the builds for every class pretty much blow through that in-game content right when you put it out, basically within the first week or two? I mean, or even within 1 month of the season, and there's really no way to continue to utilize your characters past that. And there's nothing rewarding about beating the bosses. Like, I love killing Uber Lilith, and it does show, like, hey, Nico's got some skill there. He can really play the game well. That I can beat that boss, consistently. Even if I die a few times, typically due to the skulls or stuff like that. I like doing that stuff. But it does kind of suck that there's no real, reward to it. I don't get anything for it other than just the satisfaction of knowing that, hey, I can do that. So they definitely have a long way to go in terms of building out their in-game. And I hope that in Season 4... Well, they did say... I will say this. They did backtrack on something they said in Season 2. So in Season 2, they said they had no plans of doing any post-season launch patches that would nerf classes. And then in this season, they specifically said that they're going to be doing some balancing in the mid-season. So I'll wait and see what they do when they launch Gauntlets to see how well they balance out the different classes from all the information and feedback they've gotten so far in Season 3. But if they don't do anything significant, I really hope in Season 4 they do something really big with class balance. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you got to make players, you got to make your in-game last longer than a week or two, so... Yeah, so with the Bulwark Druid, I remember when Season 1, that was everybody's big one. That was everybody's big thing. Innate Bulwark was broken. It was scaling crazy damage numbers off of enemy health and stuff. And people were just blowing through the content with Bulwark, and it was almost a must-play build. But the funny thing about Bulwark is that Poison Shred. So Poison Shred got popular in Season 2, mainly because of Ace of Spades running AOZ and stuff like that, and putting all his content out. But that build had the same issue since the beginning of the game, right? Blurred Beast had been bugged the entire time, and what was happening is basically your Blurred Beast was like double dipping into your damage modifiers off your Paragon board. So when they got the Tears of Blood glyph, Shred was doing trillions of damage. And my biggest issue with promoting bugged builds, and this is just an opinion, it doesn't mean it, it's actually what happened, but I do feel like, and like I said, I could be completely wrong, I do feel like the Druid class got passed over a little bit because of how popular Poison Shred became and the trillions of damage it was doing, and then in the first season, all of the Bulwark stuff, and those two builds were just bugs. And now we're kind of at a point where now that they fix all the bugs with Druid, if you look at a lot of the builds right now, they're not even anywhere near a lot of the other builds with some of the other classes, which is, again, it's not an issue because everything does really well in the in game. Like so it's not really impactful in the way it would be if the class was completely, you know, hamstrung by a lot of the things that they've done to it. And the fact that Gauntlet is going to be separated by class, so that's going to be nice as well. It's just like if they ever do something, you know, really different with the game, it, you know, like maybe it would be more impactful. I don't know. I just think like it's important not to it's important to at least be transparent, in my opinion. It's important to at least be transparent about your builds. Like if I'm using a broken mechanic or something, I think it's important that you say this is a broken mechanic. That way people will understand like, okay, maybe it'll get patched out of the game, or that it's not necessarily intended to exist. And maybe the developers would get on top of it and fix it sooner. Because I want really good balance with the Druid. I want better companions. I want my companions to do more damage. I want all of the different... I want Earth skills, man. I want to make an Earth skill build with my Druid. Good luck making an Earth skill build with Druid right now. Earth skills are just awful, awful, awful. Now, you can make like a Boulder Cane Bear build or Boulder Cane Bear build, and those are pretty fun. But again, because of how... Well, actually now, with the patch coming and the way that suppressor enemies are going to be stunned and stuff, and you can actually stop them from having their suppressor domes up, I might... You know what? I might actually go back and make my Boulder Cane Bear build again. I might actually do that now. With the patch. That's actually something I hadn't thought about. Making a Boulder Cane build this season, now that they've actually fixed, now they're going to be fixing suppressor. Man, that's really... Alright, you know what, I think I might bypass the Shred build and make a Boulder Cane Bear build this season. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the fact they're patching that. I'd love to revisit my Boulder Cane Bear build. Especially with the Ring of Starless Skies. And the change they made to the Metamorphic, dropping the cost to 40, even though I thought they should have dropped it to 30. 40 is just not enough, but I definitely want to check it out. It's a theme build. I don't go the typical route of using Werewolf to generate Spirit. I like to make it a theme build where you're just constantly in Werebear. Alright. I just had an epiphany. And I think I need to make a Boulder Cane Bear build. I'm kind of excited all of a sudden. I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna have to start that Druid class. I'm gonna have to start another Druid build character. Man, that's really cool. I didn't even think about that. I think that's gonna be my next build for you guys. I'm going to make a Boulder Cane Bear build. I made one in Season 2, so I have the build template already kind of set up. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Would you guys be interested in that? Something like that? The Boulder Cane Bear build? It's kind of like a play off of Cocaine Bear. I was thinking about it the last season. I'm just following you around, Kettle, so I'm just talking and following. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've got my next challenge, the Boulder Cane Bear build. I'll have to put that Shred build on the back burner. I feel bad. I just like, with the change to the suppression enemies, it sounds great. You still have the issue with Waller enemies, though. You still have that issue. Kettle, you're over here flexing on that movement speed, and I gotta get a better roll on my boots. Maybe I should get my Mad Wolves out of the chest for doing helltides. I probably should. I don't really want to, though. I love the animation for the Werewolf Lightning Storm. Look like a mad scientist just channeling your lightning. Looks so funny. It's probably one of the better animations. I have like 413 of these. I'll swap this class back. I need to swap this class back to Lightning Storm. But I want to get the get those two unique so bad. I also put down in the comments of the build, if you guys are using my Lightning Storm build to the human Lightning Storm build, I also put down there that if you want to use the Lycander staff, you can. You can swap out the Axe and Totem for a Lycander. I just don't want to go too heavy on Ubers. I want to try out the aspects first with the Shaco and the Ring of Starless Skies before I, and then try out the Lycander staff to say which one is the best. Because I don't know if the Lycander will be... It probably will be, though. It's so powerful. It's so cool looking, too. And the idea that you get shrines, that's so good. It's going to make it crazy. With the shrine duration increase, it's just going to make Lycander the best overall weapon. You're going to have infinite shrines all the time. All the time. Although I still miss my potion duration increase. I think I preferred that one. It almost makes Lycander a must-have because of that. Maybe they shouldn't have done that. Maybe they shouldn't have done that at all. We've got a bear here. Ba 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 bum. I don't think I don't know. I don't think we get enough living still out of opening up the mystery chest. Maybe they could supplement that and add more into the mystery chest. Maybe like 3 or 4. I don't know. It's about the same cost. Yeah, that potion duration, man, was so nice. Season 2 had the best season journeys ever. You got the infinite sprint on your horse, the potion duration. I don't even use the, I should say elixir duration. I don't even use elixirs. All of my content for my build videos were done without elixirs. Which is a big deal because when you think about some of the elixirs, the 15% critical strike chance increase from cruelties and things like that. That's a huge amount of damage that I didn't have in the build. I just like to show things how they actually function without any added buffs from outside resources. And that way, when you do get the build in your hands and you actually start to use like elixirs and stuff, you'll be like, oh my god, it's even better than I thought it would be. Just kind of leave something on the table for people to kind of find out for themselves. You know what they should do? They should put a secret vendor inside of the helltides. And after you open the chests, you can go to the secret vendor, right? and you can either roll like uniques, have a chance to roll uniques for the cost of cinders, or you can buy consumable chests that give you living still. How about that? And maybe it doesn't happen every helltide, but maybe it happens like every random helltide throughout the day. Some like maybe every third helltide, you could have a secret vendor. And then they could let us keep our cinders like in blood harvest events. So that way, if you decided to go crazy and farm a helltide over and over again, you could get benefit outside. And maybe even give the option of buying like Forgotten Souls or Fiend Roses, stuff like that. Trade them for Forgotten Souls and Fiend Roses. Just so that way it kind of alleviates some of this kind of constantly doing helltides thing. I think that would be a cool idea. Secret vendor. They got and like add cosmetics to it and stuff like that, just to give people options outside of just picking living still. I don't know. Sounds good to me. I think it would be a cool idea. What do we get? I don't even want any of this gear, honestly, because none of it's 925. I'm spoiled now. I want to just do nightmare dungeons and get 925 gear all the time. If I ran a pair of Ghostwalker boots and Mad Wolf's Glee, I think I think I'd beat you in a race. Also, guys, if you're a subscriber to my channel and you're here on the stream, I did put a poll out if you guys would prefer to watch me stream on YouTube or if you would prefer to watch me stream on Twitch. Just for you guys' information, I've made a I have made a promise that I don't plan on doing any kind of monetization of my channel, like running like doing sponsorships and everything else, and changing platforms and whatnot, without first doing a poll for everybody to kind of weigh in on it. I don't want to just pollute my videos with like live read ads, stuff like that, unless you guys are okay with it. So if I ever get anything, if I ever get any kind of offer like that, if my channel is really growing, yeah, let's go do some nightmare dungeons. If my channel starts to really grow and I'm starting to get like offers and stuff, I'll always run it by you guys first before I ever accept anything. I don't want to I definitely don't want to do anything that would like make you guys feel like my videos are dragging on because I got, I'm doing a Raid Shadow Legends. And it's like, I don't even like Raid Shadow Legends. Why would I do a live read for Raid Shadow Legends? Give it to me. One of the only problems with playing on a controller. Dude, I got a bunch. Hold on. I got too many cinders. Let me go over here into the desert. I'll be right back. Yeah, no problem, brother. I wear a diaper. I wear a diaper like the astronauts. So I always picture myself like I'm on a rocket ship, or I'm like a NASCAR driver, or like a Formula One racer, but without all the without all the prestige of the job. Just helps me get through the day. I gotta go grab this other living steel chest real quick. Did you get this one out here in the desert, bro? Man, I wish they would take this cooldown off of the horse when you dismount. I just want to headbutt my computer screen. So annoying when you're trying to just dismount and go grab something. Man, where am I going? I'm asking my boy Kettle questions, and he's over there using the restroom. Also, guys, if you guys want to jump in, feel free. Feel free to come along. I still have to set up all the clan stuff. I gotta create like a little clan emblem, clan flag deal. Alright, got us those potions. Still have 120. Just go over here. Oh, don't forget that one. I don't do 99s, I only do 100s. I think I need a few more for the weapon chest. It was like 125. 125. There should be some monsters over there. 150? Come on. Look at that. Didn't pull a single monster. Yo, I don't see the space cockroach around as much as I used to. What did they do with that guy? Where in the world did he go? I used to see that Joker all the time. I'd have to kill him so many times. At least 3 or 4 times during a helltide, I'd kill that guy. Now it's like I never see him. See him like once every now and again, and I do more helltides than I did before because you have to. Never see him. I have some 0 runs. I think I have a couple. Just gonna look at the... Look at my items. Get rid of these. Get rid of that, that, and that. Stop channeling lightning storm on me. Oh, he was just zapping me over and over again. Look at my big boy. Oh. Oh. I have a 4-year-old and my wife just sent me some pictures from my my 4-year-old kissing our brand new little baby boy. He's so adorable. He looks just like our new son. So my first son looks just like me. My second son looks like my wife. It's so funny. They have a good mix of both of our features, but he's clearly... Okay, yeah, that's right. I had asked you that, but I forgot you were in the restroom. I was like, hey, did you get this chest, bro? This is where all my potions go. In the chest, not to be used. Let's do... What do you want to do? A normal nightmare dungeon, or do you want to do one of the seasonal nightmare dungeons? I still have to get a lot of tankiness on my... Oh, I'm sorry about the guy, Mr. May. Yo, I completely forgot to show you my stats. If you're still in the chat, I apologize. I apologize. I'll let you look at my stats real quick. I'll just scroll down the page. Got my resistances capped. My crit is a little bit low at 29 with this setup for dungeons. I wish I could get a little bit higher. Got a lot of damage reduction from close enemies, damage from fortified, damage from poison. I need to buff up my poison. My damage from poison. 139 movement speed could be better. Definitely want more movement speed. For my gear, I'm missing a barrier gen on my helmet. I'd love to get a barrier gen roll on my helmet. For my chest, it's pretty good. Just better rolls there. You see the damage reduction from poison enemies. Probably another 10% there. Another 7% off the damage reduction from close. My gauntlets are good. Definitely would like to get a higher crit chance. There's like almost 10% crit chance there I'm missing. T-bows are almost perfect. I need better boots. Probably the worst affix rolls on boots you've ever seen on my flicker step. My crone staff is really good. My amulet, I need to get a new amulet. I prefer to have ranks to defensive skills and then movement speed, which I have, and then probably dodge chance. I have to look back on my mobilytics page. In the rings, again, pretty decent rings. My God. Every time I stand still, my stream starts to lag up. It makes no sense. It'll stop in just a second, guys. Good Lord. And there it goes. Alrighty. What do you want to do seasonal dungeons, Kettle, or do you want to do regular nightmares? Or just use a sigil whenever you're ready. Yeah, I don't even do it. Like, if I don't get the roll that I'm looking for after a few times, I just don't even, like, once it starts hitting the mill for a roll, if I don't have a huge stack of cash on me, I'm not doing it. Like, now that we get so much gear from doing high tier dungeons, I'm just like, I'll get another pair of boots. I'll eventually get another pair. I'm not gonna roll that. That's just crazy. Either's fine. Okay. I think you have lead. I don't think I can use a sigil. Let's just do it like that. We'll use that one. See how this works in two-party. Hopefully I don't get blown up too much. Like I said, I still need to get more barrier gen. My barrier needs to be higher. How much barrier do I have? 5,000? Yeah, I need way more barrier. Oh, I need to put some, that's why. I need to socket in some, diamonds on my, pants. Let me go socket some, throw some sockets in my pants. I got just enough. Once I get all the ranks to stuff, I'll swap my gems over to rubies, so. I think that's probably what I might change in the build. I don't really pay too much attention to the modifiers. I got one that has potion breakers, monster resist. The only ones I don't do is like armor. I don't do armor breakers. I don't do lightning storm. I don't do storm wrath bane. I don't do death pulse, stuff like that. Stuff is really annoying to do. I kind of try to avoid. Well, lightning resist in general, yeah. I don't like to do those. My build too. Lightning resist. I have one here. It's got unstoppable monsters, but that's okay. Here, let's do this one. Yeah, I know how that feels, man. Once you start to roll your gear and you're like, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, then you're out of cash. It's like, oh my God. Oh, wait. Let me get in the mentality of picking everything up now. I'm looking for a good chest piece. Or a better chest piece, I should say. I have a pretty good chest piece. Let's go, Gateway. Let's do it. Do da 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 da. Easy money. Yo, I cannot wait to get ranks to defensive skills. It's going to make my debilitating war cooldown so much faster. Ranks to defensive skills, and then getting that Evernight, it's going to be so good. Ooh, I got to pay attention. Almost got one shot. What you doing, my son? Eat your heart out, Kettle. You're no longer faster than me. I told you my lightning, my Stormclaw build in dungeons is outmatched. It's insanely good. Oh. My son is listening to Baby Shark all the time. Got Baby Shark playing in the background while I'm doing some Diablo. Don't worry, Kel. I got you, bro. They can't get to you. Oh, snap. Get back, wolves. I ain't trying to... Ah! We're so fast now, yo. We're so fast with the keystone. This is how we should be able to move around, guys. Oh my god. I'm telling you, just bake movement speed into the leveling process. You guys, we would have the best time. All right, Kettle, just
charge complete.
I'm going to move around here from side to side until 0, and then I'm just going to burn everything down. Are you killing everything? Do 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 do. I'm stuck in the corner, yo. I don't know what I'm stuck on. I told you, man. Let me handle it. Let me handle it. Let me handle it. I got the best Stormclaw builds ever. I got the best Stormclaw build. And you know why? Because I played hardcore with Stormclaw. So I know what I need to have. What's up, my boy? Yo, you gonna come in here and steal my drink, son? Dang. You did your daddy like that? You just come and just... Okay. You just come and take my drink like that. I see how it is. I see what's up. I see what's up. Is that good? I love you. You know, let me go back in the vault, man. By the way, guys, if you are interested in my Stormclaw build, it is down in the description below of the stream. And I don't think you guys, I'm going to do a how-to video on how to use it tomorrow, like the best way to use it. And even on my build, I have a ton of room for improvement on all the affixes on my gear. So this isn't even the best it can do. I need a lot more barrier regen so I have a bigger barrier. I need like 6+ ranks to my debilitating roar as well as my bulwark once I get the Evernight stone for my Seneschal. So there is a ton of room to improve on the build but that is the build that is probably going to be the build for the rest of the season, unless they change something up and they release some kind of new aspect or something, or they buff up ones that they currently have. That is the build. There's a different setup for bossing and there's a setup for dungeons. This is the dungeon setup, obviously. And as you can see there, just blew through everything. Like, it just blows through stuff. There's a lot more damage reduction I can get and a lot more barrier I can get. So it's even tankier than this. Like, it's far tankier. It can be at least twice as tanky as what it currently is and do more damage. Oh, I got armor breakers. Ugh. Ugh. Yo, I got no good sigils from that. If you want to use a sigil, just get me out of town. I'm going to get out of town so my stuff doesn't lag. If anybody in the chat is tech savvy and has an answer as to why my stream is lagging when I stand still, but not when I'm doing all of the crazy stuff like killing monsters and casting a million skills and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, let me know. Like, please, don't hold out. Don't hold back on the information. I would love to know. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. I've been trying to troubleshoot it for the past couple days. It just started recently, like 3 days ago. I might call somebody. You got a sigil, brother? Oh, let me answer. We got someone who wants to do Durial rotation, but I don't have any mats. Ayo. Where are you at, brother? You want to... Do you have Durial rotations, Kettle? Let's get it moving. I don't want to sit still for too long. Now, I did, if you guys have any questions about my builds, please feel free to ask also. I have no issue answering any kind of questions. If I know I was getting some questions on Bestial Rampage and stuff like that from people in my comment sections and stuff. So, if you do want to pick my brain a little bit, feel free to. I have no problem. I like conversation. Oh my god. When the armor enemy doesn't get pulled in, that's crazy. Okay. Well, I might go do some Durial runs, Kettle. Real quick after this one. Oh man, I shouldn't use that. I gotta reset my bang. There we go. That way I can work on getting some of those Ubers. Alright, cool, cool. We'll hammer through this one. What's up, Rage? How you doing, brother? How are you, my man? Man, I can't imagine how fast I could reset my ulti off of a flicker step with 4 seconds. Get out of here. I love that boulder animation, yo. When you get that free boulder cast, it looks so cool. You just shoot the enemy, they just can't move, they kind of roll backwards. I'm about to do some Durial runs and then try to get those much needed Uber uniques for my Lightning Storm build. And just in case you're interested, Rage, I did finish up my Stormclaw build, so that is in the description of the stream. But I'm doing pretty good, brother. I'm doing pretty good. It's good to hear that you're doing well. Had a bit of a busy day. Felt pretty tired. Took a little bit of a nap. I feel like a child now. You know what they say? Once an adult, twice a child. As you start to get a little bit older, man, you start to get a little tired in the middle of the day. So I took a little nap while my son and everybody was resting. My son, my wife, and my, I should say my sons and my wife were napping. I woke up, I felt pretty good. I wanted to stream earlier, but I didn't have the energy. I haven't been sleeping too well. But that's everybody in the house. That was an accident. You gotta love when this thing spawns. Just the healing fountain spawns enemies. You're getting enemies pulled in. Oh god. Debilitating roar. Haha. Dodge. Get me another. Bang, bang. Oh my god. Too much poison. Too much poison. No, you will not kill me. No, you will not kill me. I will not die. I will not die. Oh my god, I had my combo up. I had it up. I had it up, man. It was there. And it used it. That's funny. Like it actually used the combo because it pulled the petrify, but it didn't go on cooldown when I got back up. That's funny. All right. I had the combo. I died. I'm telling you, if I get the better boots. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the comment. I'm sorry. I was reading your comment, brother. Awesome. Sorry, your second. Yeah, I'm gonna start a second character soon, and I actually had a bit of a decision once man, why is my debilitating roar not going off? Oh, I'm getting frozen. That's why. Well, might as well use the healing well. Dude, that poison is nasty, bro. What? Can someone tell me what I just died from? Yo, why did I pick this dungeon? We were doing so well at first. Oh my god, I stood right in that. That's my bad. Alright, you're safe. Yeah, I think I might actually make a necro, but I have an idea to make a border cane bear build now. So I'm gonna focus on that. I was gonna make a build for doing shred, but with the changes to the suppressor enemies, I want to revisit my border cane bear build that I made in season 2. so wildly inconsistent sometimes. What enemies get pulled in. I hate this guy. We'll just keep moving through. Gotta love the silly eyeballs. There we go. We're outie. We did it. That was it. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was. That when I died, I probably died like a half hour ago. They were like, oh, well, just to let you know, you finally died. My take on it is better for dungeons and vaults, but Lightning Storm is better for damage. I left the party, brother. Yeah, the tracking is, at least it's not as bad as it was in the when the game launched, right? I remember when the game launched. Oh my god! Not only were all the stuns bad, but that stun was just atrocious. Like the tracking, it was so precise. It would stun you for so long. So yeah, against something like Durial, stuff like that, bossing, Lightning Storm does more damage, like noticeably more damage. It definitely will. However, I will say, in my Stormclaw build, I can still smash through bosses really fast. I have a link to my Stormclaw build down in the description of the stream, and I did release my Stormclaw build video today, or I should say yesterday. So if you want to go take a look at that, that has gameplay footage at the beginning. I kill Uber Lilith, I killed the Butcher. You'll see the first section of Durial where I almost zeroed Durial out before he went underground. But again, you know, the damage from Lightning Storm is just better. It's just better. But you'll have no issue soloing everything. I just also have a separate build for yeah, well, when I want to say Awa maybe. Awa has a bunch of materials. He doesn't mind rolling for me when because I don't have any yet, but I'm gonna farm more, and I'm like I said, I'm down for doing any kind of Durial runs with anybody. Like I want to get everybody items. The last night, I can't remember who it was. I think Super was in our party, and he got a Ring of Starless Skies, like on the second run or third run or something like that. It was really cool. So I'm just gonna say Ayo. That's we just head on in there. I hate this little area that cuts you off. Back to back. Wow. Nice. Nice. Were they good? That's the now. That's the only question. Were they good? Oh, they got a barb too. They got a barb. We don't get to actually entertain ourselves because the barb is going to one-shot the Durial. Said goodbye, Durial. Just smash him. No, it's okay, Kettle. I just wanted to do some Durial runs, and you were after that one. No, you're perfect. No, you're perfectly fine, brother. We were tearing through that dungeon. It wasn't. It's just those snakes, man. All that poison damage. Even I have all my resistances capped, and that poison damage was just blowing me up. Like I need, like I said, I need to get more barrier regen, and once I get more barrier, it will be no biggie. Good old barb. Yeah, I always try to do that if I have an idea of something that I'm going to be using later. Just save up stuff. Save it up. Put it in the chest. I have quite a few aspects I have saved up for doing other builds. I just need to break stuff down real quick. There we go. Gotta take another point out and put it into Ravens. Oh, everybody's using the Firefly. Everybody's using the Firefly now. Look at all that juice. Nice. Hopefully that's a super good pair of Flicker Step. Better, man, what is with the terrible rolls? I mean, I'll take it. It gives me way more cooldown and damage to close enemies, but that movement speed, man. Why am I getting such low movement speed rolls? I'll take a nice, comfy middle ground. Low stats, low movement speed. I'll use this time that we're sitting here. Willpower basic. That's a good all stats, willpower. But unfortunately, I need damage close, damage distant. I think I'd like a nice, just a big chunky roll on movement speed on my boots, man. So I can move around better. I cannot stand Soul Brand. I get that so much recently. Let's talk about how Disobedience is just trash now. Even with a flicker step setup, I attack fast enough to reset my ultimate and my evade so much. It's not even it does. I don't even really feel that added evade cooldown. I really hope they never get rid of that. Leave it like it is. Those little fireflies are crazy. That's so crazy how high Barb scales that damage on the pet. I'll be looking for a solid Dolmen Stone necklace. Max resource gin 12%. Yeah, I'll take that. That's a good one. Good necklace. I don't care too much about the cooldown, although it will help. No, actually, with my build, I didn't need the cooldown. That's right. I'm gonna have that circus bear. That circus bear Dolmen Stone build coming to you guys. Maybe I should start saving. Yeah, I need to start keeping some items. This guy, my man hitting the spin so fast. Look at that. He's a whirlwind bar without being a whirlwind bar. Look at my spin. Is there a build for human cataclysm lightning storm druid? So I have a build for human druid down in the description of the stream, and the only way that I would say would be the best way to have cataclysm on the lightning storm build is if you get a ring of starless skies. So before that, you still need your basic attack a little bit, but once you get the ring of starless skies, which I have an uber variant of that version as well in the description of the video. That links you to the Mobalytics page, and the build video is out as well on my channel. But once you get the Ring of Starless Skies, absolutely you should be able to make a Cataclysm build with a human Lightning Storm Druid. With that build. So I just like to use Petrify. That's why I have Petrify as the ultimate. You can just swap it out to Cataclysm. Oh, another pair of boots. Let's go. No, okay. Now they give me now they give me terrible stat roll, terrible damage reduction from close enemies, a terrible roll on the cooldown, but they gave me max movement speed on this game trolls me hard, man. I'm gonna tell you that. They gave me max movement speed and max ultimate skill ultimate damage. How does that happen? Yeah, you don't like I said, it just comes down to preference for me, unknown. I really like Petrify. Like it is hands down my favorite ultimate in the Druid. But yeah, just swap that one specific ultimate. Swap out Petrify, put in Cataclysm. There's absolutely nothing in the build that will, make one necessarily worse over the other. In fact, I think Cataclysm, in terms of what you're going to get out of it, is going to be buffed up by a lot of what's already in the build, because the build just buffs up storm skills and lightning damage anyway. So your Cataclysm should still hit pretty hard. Like I said, you just need the Ring of Starless Skies, so that way you don't run out of resources. Ooh, double drop. No way. Oh my god. I didn't get I thought double drops meant you got a uber unique, man. Are you kidding me? This game, this game, I thought I had the Ring of Starless Skies. I thought it was going to be the Ring of Starless Skies. Yeah, Shaco on the helmet. Definitely Shaco. Man. Instead I get a stupid X-Fall ring. That's crazy. Yeah, no problem, my man. No problem whatsoever. I appreciate you stopping by, my guy. Ask any questions. You guys have any questions whatsoever? If I can answer it, I'll answer it. If I don't know, I'll tell you. Man, I can't believe that, bro. I got a double drop and it was a stupid X-Fall. Like, how... I'm fairly certain this game does not like... And another one. Another X-Fall ring. I'm going to sue Blizzard. I'm suing them. That's it. I'm getting the class action going. I was excited, man. I was about to throw that on. I was about to swap around to my Lightning Storm build and throw that right onto my character. I want to test it out so bad. I know they got to patch it, though. I know they have to patch it. Oh. I'll keep... No, I'm not going to keep that. That's not good. I have a video on my channel of me killing Lilith without Uber. Yeah, I have a video on my channel of me killing Lilith with my Lightning Storm build. And that was without Uber uniques. So that was just the Lightning Storm build that I have. It should be the one above the Uber version. I always make sure I kill Lilith with the build. Now, most creators I've seen, they only put the first part of the Uber Lilith on there. They never put the second and in kill of Uber Lilith in their videos. So I'm going to assume that they don't kill Lilith. But my videos will always. I think my first storm, my lightning storm video, instead of doing the Lilith kill, I did the new content to kill that boss, the Echo of Malphus. But then I killed Lilith in a video that I had posted after that. Also, I'm gonna I have to make a correction on my how to with my lightning storm video. I didn't say that when you're doing dungeons and vaults and stuff that you should channel your lightning storm until you build it up and then pulse it, to tap at the trigger. So in my how to Stormclaw video, I'm gonna go ahead and make that correction. I just said to pulse it, and I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. So I'll have to put that out as well. Doomslayer? That's funny. Yeah, I'm glad that it's trolling everyone evenly. It should never give you a double drop, man. It was a ring too. I was like, that's gotta be the Ring of Starless Skies, because I don't think there's any uber unique pants. So I was really hopeful when I seen that. I was like, there's no way I got one. And yeah, there was no way that I got one. Yeah, like I said, I never put the best in anything because everything is relative to the individual, right? What works for me might not work for you. What works for you won't work for me. So I just say, here's the build. This is what it does. It's probably comparable to any other build out there that you'll find. It could be better. It might be better. Like, I think that my Stormclaw video, my Stormclaw build that I have here is better than the Stormclaw builds that I've seen after the fact. Like, I never look up builds before I finish them, and then I'll go around and see what everybody's doing. But I honestly feel like my Stormclaw build is better than a lot of people's Stormclaw build. However, I'm not going to say that's the best or that it is better than theirs, because what works for them is different than what works for me. So that could just be my bias. So I don't like to say like my build is the best build. I feel like it's not just clickbait, but it's also saying like everyone else's build is less than mine, and I don't like to do that, because some people spend a lot of time really crafting out a build, and sure, it might not be do the highest damage number, but when you're attacking an attack dummy, it doesn't matter, because that's not actually gameplay. So if you post me a video of your build and it does 1,000,000 damage attacking an attack dummy, but when you actually go into the content, you can't do that, what's the point? Like, what's the point of it? So that's why all of my gameplay footage was without an elixir. It was without an incense. It was just flat. This is what the build can do by itself. And that's just how I prefer to do it. I don't want to act like my stuff is better than everyone else's. Because again, it's all relative to the individual. There's going to be 1,000,000 Stormclaw builds. There's already 1,000,000 Lightning Storm builds. There's going to be probably 1,000,000 of every build. Well, maybe not my human Lightning Storm build. I will say that. I actually think I'm probably one of the only people who made a human Lightning Storm build. Just because I already knew everybody was going to make the werewolf. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You get the spirit cost reduction. That's pretty much the build that everybody's used. I will say this though, like the people that say like this is my build, that Lightning Storm build with the werewolf has been around forever. Like, it's pretty much been the build everyone used from the launch of the game because of how Direwolf reduces the resource cost. The companions, I was running companions in season 1 to buff up my core skill damage when everybody was running Rampaging Werebeast because it was broken. It had infinitely stacking crit damage. So, like, I already knew about the companions forever ago. So, I mean, that's the thing. It's like any build that is like someone is saying like it's there. It's like that Lightning Storm build has been just like all the Poison Tread builds in season 2. All of that stuff existed forever ago because it was already, that was the stuff everyone was using. There was really nothing unique about it. So that's why I hate when people start claiming like this is my build, that's this build, that build. It's like those concepts have been around for a minute. So again, another reason why I don't like to just say like mine's better than everything. And I was watching people one-shot Uber Lilith in the beginning of the game using Poison Shred. People were just destroying Uber Lilith left, right, and center. I have rune workers in both the builds, in both the Uber version and the regular version. It's just you have to. I only use rune worker when I'm doing bossing, and I use lightning dancer when I'm doing dungeons and vaults. I always try at the beginning, like every season, to try to incorporate whatever the seasonal theme is into the build. So when I seen like how the Seneschal pet was actually functioning, I was like, let me go ahead and put that in. I think, that's when I was like, okay, it's definitely possible to make a human druid. It just depends on how good is that human druid going to be in terms of damage output. But it turned out it was really good. So I was pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it. X fall and flicker. Hey, I just wish it wouldn't give you a double drop unless it was a man. That such a teasy. That's the only time I've ever like. I think I only got 2. Wow, he just smashed Durial one time. I've only ever gotten 2 Uber uniques, and that was in season 2. I'll tell you what I can't wait for. I can't wait for leaderboards. I'm excited for leaderboards, man. Leaderboard should be a lot of fun. I just hope that they do some decent balancing to make sure that there is plenty of build viability in leaderboards. So that way you're not pigeonholed into every like one specific thing. That would be nice. I think my Stormclaw Druid should do pretty well in the leaderboards actually. Just because of how much you can manipulate enemies with the Stormclaw Druid. Like there's so much room to pull enemies here and there and stack them all on top of each other, and as long as they don't do anything crazy with the scaling of the enemies for leaderboards, I think that will be pretty competitive with the Stormclaw build. And I think I might actually make my Stormclaw build for hardcore as well. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I want to do one more, maybe 1 or 2 more Druid builds before I swap over to hardcore. Yeah, it would be nice if they had a blacksmith just pop up just so you could be more efficient. Maybe they could have done that with the Seneschal pet. They could have had a blacksmith in the Seneschal pet. They could have made your Seneschal pet pick up all your items. I want a companion to pick up my freaking gold, man. I want a companion to pick up my gold. Instead of being able to pet the construct, you should have been. It should have been just like a workhorse, just picking everything up, doing everything for you. Maybe it could take things to your take things to your bank or your stash. That'd have been nice. So I'm thinking about RuneScape right now. My man looks like a roided out pirate with that hat on. I'm gonna have to do all this on my own in hardcore, which is good for the Stormclaw build because it doesn't require any Uber uniques, so, or it doesn't even have room for Uber uniques. I just need the flicker step, and I got to make sure I'm extra tanky for hardcore. I ain't trying to die. That's a lot of juice. Let's see, what was that damage reduction? Yo, right. So, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It would be so cool if they started adding skins for your companions, your minions, for when you're in werewolf form, for when you're in werebear form, for when you're berserking. That would be so cool. I'm definitely not using this. Can I respond? Exactly, my man. Like, it is, if you get a double drop, it should definitely be an Uber, okay? There should be no double dropping an extra regular unique. Hurts my heart. To think it was a ring too. That's exactly what I need. I would love to get even a Shaco or a ring of either one of those. Either one. I'd love to get one. Yeah, it gets to that point, right? It's like, just give me what I want. I'll give you my money. Let me have some minion skins. They probably don't know how to code it in, to be honest. They probably don't even know how to do it. They're probably like, oh, I don't think that's within our ability here. I would definitely be willing to pay for something that would make my werewolf or werebear look cooler. I like to run around with a like a striped zebra werebear. Or you know what would actually be really cool? A polar bear skin. I would like to have a polar. I would like to have the polar bear skin. Or like, could you imagine some really cool like Halloween skins, like a zombie like werebear skin or something like that? That'd be really dope. They have the art, man. That art department, like I always say, their art department's got skills. So that new barbarian cosmetic looks crazy. The Oni style barbarian cosmetic, it's really cool. I mean, just look at that thing. It looks vicious. Although I still love my the barbarian skin that I have, the one with the lion over the shoulder. I think that's probably my favorite one. I'll look through those. Oh, well, I don't think that they're gonna do. I remember they said they're not gonna do anything that breaks the immersion, right? They're not gonna do anything super silly. So I don't know if you'll be able to get the minion skins, but that would be hilarious to get a minion skin that looks like the movie. That's rage, bro. That's the question I want to ask. Why does like every druid skin have something about it that you just don't like? I mean, it just really annoys me. Like I like a lot. Like even this lightning cosmetic. I think it's cool except for the hat. Man, the hat looks silly. The hat looks silly. I look like a stunted tuning fork. Like, what's going on? I look like a weird mushroom top tuning fork. I don't know why. I don't know why they who did the helmet on this, but yeah, I feel like as druids we just get shafted all over the place. We're getting nothing good. Yeah, the little minions just killing little yo. That would be hilarious. That would be so funny. And as long as they waddled too, like when they ran, they waddled. That'd be hilarious. Oh yeah, like like the Coca-Cola bear. Although I don't, they could probably get sued for that. I don't, I don't think they would want to do that. But the Coca-Cola bear skin would be pretty funny. Yo, the waddling minions just destroying Uber Lilith. And then obviously you have to have the you got to have that Despicable Me guy. You got to have his whole setup too, right? You got to make sure you give you the setup and everything. Just savagely ripping apart all the other classes. Like that would be the season that they buff Necro minions out of this world, and then they would just be just smashing everybody. I would die. I would roll a Necro from the very start. Like immediate. I would just cut ties with the Druid for that season, and I would straight run minion Necro. That'd be so funny. Yo, come on. It'd be like a crossover, like Fortnite, right? Like you're having random crossovers. The for some reason they just chose Despicable Me. Like instead of Thanos or something like that, they're like, you know what? We need to partner with the makers of Despicable Me, and we're gonna put those as the Necro companions. I wish they would bring back the Witch Doctor, man. I know they won't, but man, I wish they would bring maybe in Diablo 5 we'll get the Witch Doctor again. That would be so good. I thought that was probably the funnest like looking character with the coolest like shooting frogs and poison spiders and all this other crazy stuff. It was hilarious. Bat breath and all the unique little attack animations they had for Witch Doctor. Yeah, we definitely do get terrible skins, Clark. We get the worst skins. They hate us. They hate us because they ain't us. That's what it is. They hate us because they ain't us. They said the Druid looks way too cool. We got to dumb it down. You know, we got to bring it down a little bit. Like when you get on top of your horse and you dwarf your horse. I think that's hilarious. Your horse is so tiny underneath your big giant druid. I feel like my dude looks like he's going to tip over when he's riding his horse. It looks like he's just hunched forward, trying to keep his balance. Sonic the Hedgehog for druids, bro? Oh yeah, you know they don't play the druid now. They're not good enough to handle the druid. Yeah. It does look like a big big chicken. Yeah, it does look like a big chicken. And like this costume looks like a mushroom top tuning fork, a little flat head tuning fork. I don't know what they had. Come on, man. Give me a unique. Give me an uber unique. Yeah, that does. I'm gonna like I said, they need to give us movement speed and resource regen. I was saying that the other night. They need to give us movement speed baked into our leveling process, like a 0.5% movement speed for every one level you gain up to level 100, which would mean that by the time you hit level 100, you'd be at 150% movement speed. And then they need to give us resource regen while we're in human form. Now, something like I said, something that they could do with that is they could make it where when we shapeshift into werewolf or werebear, we get a different buff, but we lose our resource regen. And that would be a unique way of adding some extra stuff to the druid without having to like change the class too much. But definitely resource regen and movement speed would be so nice. I gotta farm up more materials for Durial. I was lucky that AO was able to help me out there. I wish I had got a Uber unique off of that. That would have been so nice. The game trolled me so hard. Let's go ahead and do this. This is a good set of boots. Even though it doesn't have the best rolls in terms of what it offers for my movement speed. It's definitely better than this pair of boots. So man, I'm gonna tell you, brother. Now that I can't lie. Now that I've seen that they're changing the suppressor enemies, I really want to make a Dolmen Stone build, man. I really want to make one. I feel like, oh man, I'm so torn. I'm torn. I said I would make a shred build. I said I would do it, and I just seen that change, and I'm like, man, all I want to do now is make a Dolmen Stone build with that change. I'm gonna make. You know what? I should make a shred build. I said I would do it. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. Dude, that Dolmen Stone looks so good. It looks so good. Let me see. What did this thing do? Start accessing my inventory? With all the changes that they're making in this coming up patch, man, I think it's going to make a couple more builds. And the fact that I think with them wanting people to use the Lightning Storm build, they decided to do that with the suppressor enemies. It could be other things as well. I just felt like suppressor enemies were just a poor design. It was just a poorly designed enemy. That's why I love Nature's Fury, man. Nature's Fury is so like it's just a perfect key passive for Druid. I wish they would just buff it up even more. I just love the way it functions. It really makes you feel like you're using all the aspects of your Druid. You're using lightning skills, you're getting earth skills to proc, it's just so good. I wish they would turn the Nature Savagery one that does Werewolf and Werebear into it proccing extra werebear skills when you use werewolf abilities and vice versa. I hate the fact that all it does is cool down your elemental skills when you use a specific werewolf or werebear skill. Well, I actually want to make a shred build. That's the thing. I actually want to make a shred build. But it was just like when I seen the cooldown on the suppressor dome, and they get staggered and stuff, and it knocks the dome off, I was like, okay, I think that I could make a really good Boulder Cane Bear build, and it'd be a lot of fun. But I want to try out Shred, man. I have not made a Shred build since the game launched. Because of Blurred Beast, I didn't want to, or Rampaging Werebeast as well. I didn't want to make any kind of broken build or anything. So, it's something that I'm really interested in making. There's just something about that Dolmen Stone necklace that's so much fun. When you start getting all the boulders generating around your hurricane and everything, and you're just going crazy with boulders. And I have the whole template already in my season 2 stuff that I pulled down after the season ended. So I know I can get that set up pretty fast. I just have to get a Druid, another Druid leveled up. Because that's an entirely different build. And I think I can even use a... I think I'll even be able to use a complete crit build as well. Now with that, we have so many multipliers. But I'm making a Shred build this season. I want to also make a build that can use the Heart of Seelig. I really want to use that, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything where I'm like, okay, I have enough spaces. I know we were talking about the other day, like, what does Druid need? It would be nice if Druid had another slot. I think it'd be pretty cool if Druid had like a second amulet slot. I feel like that would be really useful. I don't know. Instead of a second weapon slot or something like that, give us a second amulet slot, like allow us to use more jewelry. I don't even know what I grabbed there. Oh yeah. I think I might do that Vault of Cinders. I just have to get rid of some of these. I'm just going to get rid of all of these and make we'll do the Vault of Copper real quick. If anybody wants to join in to do dungeons or do any farming and stuff, you guys are more than welcome. Oh, I forgot to level these boots up too. I need to level these boots up to get more damage reduction. Man, that 4 seconds, that close to 4 seconds, you see how fast my ult cools down? Now that I have that higher cooldown, that is absolutely crazy. I just need to get the big one I need is to get more ranks on Debilitating Roar. So that way I can cool it down faster. That's that big damage reduction, man. That damage reduction is so good. You just cast that Debilitating Roar once you pull all the enemies in, and you just don't die. And you can spam cast your potion if you start to take too much damage. So good. I have to make sure that I gotta get out of that habit of casting my my Earthen Bulwark when I pull off my ultimate, because sometimes when I cast my Earthen Bulwark, it'll throw out a Cyclone. Just rely solely on my Debilitating Roar. Oh, I did. Never mind. I did level up the boots. That damage reduction is nice. Thought I forgot to. Just look at that. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. It's all day long. Just cool down that Petrify ultimate. Need gloves. I definitely need a better pair of gloves for this setup. Hey, Kettle, if you're still in the chat, brother, come on in and we can do some more dungeons, bro. It just makes me want to just cast it all the time, because it comes off cooldown so fast now. Yeah, these are all tier 100 enemies. Like I said, Unknown, I played hardcore typically, so I know how to build out my survivability. Like, I'm used to trying to not die. Not having the option to just die whenever you want, it's just nice. But I'm used to making my build so I can't die. Now, I still die because I'm missing a lot of barrier stuff that I need. But for the most part, like, if I get this build perfect, like, if I get a lot of the pieces that I'm missing, like ranged to defensive skills, stuff like that, like, the chances of me dying are really low. It would take me to be playing really poorly for me to die. Or something happens, like bad lag or something like that. But, yeah, for the most part, like, I'm not going to die. And then I jinx myself, and then I die right here. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what happens. That's usually what happens. I'll be like, I'm not going to die, and then bang, I die. Yeah, sure. Absolutely, Rage. Definitely, I'll carry you through the capstone, my man. I have no problem. Anybody, you guys need anything. Just you guys being here, taking your time out of your day and night to come and sit with me in my chat, man, that stuff means a lot to me. So, you guys want to do something, you guys want to jump in my party, stuff like that, you are more than welcome. I'll carry you through the capstone. We'll do some leveling together. We'll farm up whatever you want to do. Don't be shy about it. I'm not going to be judging your, I'm not going to judge your gameplay or anything like that. I'm not that type of person. And anybody who gets rude in my chat, I'll just block them out. Like, I want a good community of people, man. That's my... And games are supposed to be fun. If people start trying to be rude to people, I'll block you out so fast. Oh, see, like there, you see that? Get one shot from off the screen by a stupid scorpion. That's the type of stuff that makes me not want to run these vaults in hardcore. Not tier 100s. Like, that's crazy. Homie's like off my screen, shoots me from off my screen and kills me. what I like to do is I like to save up the ultimate and everything for the last second, and then that way I don't have to constantly go through all these enemies. It's just much easier to do it like that. Just run them in circles. Wait for the time, get my bulwark, bang, bang, and then kill everything. Well, that sucked. It knocked everything away. Get off of that. Get out of there. There we go. Just get blown up by an enemy off screen. That's always nice. All right. What's your your gamer tag on here at Rage? And what Capstone dungeon are we doing? Are we doing 3 or 4? I should say tier 2 or tier 3. And if anybody else needs a Capstone or anything, you guys come on in. Dang, look at that. Why did it have to be so bad on the lucky hit in the attack speed? Why did it have to be so bad? I hate when you get the item that you really want, but it's just the worst rolls you could possibly have. Hate that. Yeah, when I do hardcore, I probably won't do a nightmare vault that's above like 75. So just the enemies, man. Some of the enemies, they just hit so hard. It would be different if you could see it, but the fact that they hit you while when they're off screen, it's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. It's super annoying. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but like I said, if you see me on and you want to do some stuff, you want to, just let me know. I'll tell you if I don't have like if there's something I'm trying to do outside of like that I'm trying to focus on. Like if I'm trying to make a build for build video, I'll probably like try to stick to doing whatever I'm trying to do, but for the most part, I have no issue helping people out. I like doing stuff like that. It's fun. That's a great Dolmen Stone necklace. That's a beautiful Dolmen. So just for your guys' information, that ranks to wrath skills means absolutely nothing for a boulder build, because the only aspect that makes your boulder better, the only aspect that makes your boulder better is the metamorphic aspect, and that aspect turns your boulder into a core skill, and you don't get any benefit to your core skills with that amulet. So they need to fix that. I've said that a couple times, but just in case you're new, if you make a boulder bear build or a boulder cane build, this ranks to all wrath skills does not matter at all, because it doesn't, the only skill that's going to be doing damage is your boulder, and you're going to turn that into a core skill. That's an insanely good amulet right there. Yeah, man, I don't, that's how I want it to feel, man. I don't want people to feel like they're othered, I feel like that a lot. I feel like a lot of streamers nowadays, once they hit that popularity, once they get popping, they make that money, they start to kind of almost think that they're not just a regular person. Like, it's like they have the worst egos. And I'm not saying that about every single one of them. There's some really legitimately cool people out there. But, I do feel like they just get like the worst egos, and it makes it just feel so impersonal. And this is supposed to be like when you make friends on a game. When you make friends, I remember when I was a kid playing like when the Xbox first came out, right? When not the Xbox, but the Xbox 360, and they had party chat. One of my favorite games was Gears of War. And, you know, it was at the time when you couldn't, like, party up to do party chat. You just had lobby chat before they had party chat. And, man, some of the coolest people I ever met. Some of the coolest people I ever met was during my gaming sessions. And, you know, I don't know. I just feel like some people would just start to develop an ego. And it's like, bro, you're blessed to play games. You know, you're bolder better, bolder better. You're blessed to play games for a living, and you know, you should be honored that people take their time out of their day to come and watch your stuff, because you know, there are so many options nowadays, and the fact that people even want to watch you play a game, that's just, you know, that just shows that they, you know, they're more invested in you as a person than they are at you playing a game. I mean, most streamers are not very good in terms of skill with their gameplay. But, you know, they may be better than average, but not too much better than average, right? It's really their personality that attracts people. But unfortunately, like I said, I feel like it just starts to become a little bit, I don't know. Some people get a little egotistical. When people start saying yes to you all the time, and you've never had a wife that tells you about your silliness, or, you know what I'm saying? That's a recipe for disaster, especially if you're a person who is probably more antisocial growing up, or maybe not the popular kid or whatever. You know, that stuff starts to go to your head. And it can start to quickly become a bit of a problem. So I want people to feel like human beings. Like people who subscribe to my channel, they're not subscribers. You know, people who are in my chat, they're not viewers. They're human beings. And I always hope to interact with people on that level. You know, and someday, I don't know where this is going to lead me, but if I ever get really popular and people recognize me, I want to have a good, you know, I want them to have a good opinion of me. I want them to feel comfortable approaching me and saying hi, and maybe want to take a picture or something like that. I would love to do that stuff, man. I have so many ideas. If I ever get a big enough channel, like I want to do all kinds of stuff, like big community meetups, all kinds of things. I want to meet as many people as I possibly can, shake as many hands, get all that stuff. I love that stuff. I love people, and I feel like investing in human beings is so worth it. Like, there's just not enough kindness nowadays. Everybody's so addicted to negativity, and that's just not something that I want my channel to be about. But anyway, getting off of the philosophical train, do you want to come on in and let's do a capstone dungeon? Let's get a capstone dungeon in. Because I'm going to need you guys' help too. You're going to have to level me, okay? You guys are going to have to power level me as well. I need to make at least 2 or 3 more druids. Probably more than that. So I'm going to need all the help I can get. I like how they just put random animals around the environment for no reason. When I do these streams at night, I like to I stop using my light and stuff. That light, that big ring light I have for to light up my camera so it's not all fuzzy, just gets so hot in here at nighttime. So when I'm like I said, I need to stream more during the day. I also got to figure out how I can set up my camera to have like that virtual. I have like an Elgato camera. Cryfu in game. Okay, yeah, just add me up. What happened? Yeah, just add me up, and then we'll get in a party, and we'll do your capstones. Rage. Okay, hold on. Let's do that. I gotta add you up real quick. Let's see. No, not search chat. There we go. I'm trying to keep my guy moving here so that way I don't start lagging. I feel like I'm in the movie Speed. All right, I sent it to you, brother. It's like, don't stop moving your druid, or it'll explode. And like I said, guys, if anybody needs to do anything, like if I'm doing the capstone, if you guys want to do the capstones while I'm doing the capstone, I'm more than happy to pull you through it while I'm doing it. I'm just trying to farm up more runs on Durial. That way, I want to be able to pay AO back for all the runs he just did for me. That was really nice of him to do that. I'm so sad I did not get that Ring of Starless Skies. That would have been the most epic thing if that specific run had got me that ring. I'm just picking up a couple more cinders, Rage, so that way I can open up at one chest, and then I just don't want to waste all these cinders. I just need like 25 more. No, I'll like just give me just a second. 1 second. I'll come down there to your tier, and and we'll do the capstone dungeon. Are you doing the first capstone or the second capstone, or both of them? And then you can stay in the party, and we'll just level you. You can stay in a dungeon or something like that. We'll just level you up some. All right, I'm coming. Let me see. Okay, so this, yeah, definitely. We can get this one out real quick. I love this one. This one's so much better than the second one because it only has one level. You just have to kill Elias, and then you're good. Oh, that's much appreciated, John. Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to farm up some so I don't have to take. I always feel bad about like not having enough to give back. So I'm gonna try to farm up a lot more so we can do them all together and we can do rotations. I do appreciate the help though, like, and I'll definitely not turn it down because it helps me out a lot. Also, when you guys help me, I just want you to be aware. I don't know if you're comfortable with it, but typically I like to shout people out who help me out so that way you guys, can. I just like to give appreciation for when you guys do things that help me out, get things out faster, because it definitely helps. Like, it definitely helps out. Well, I appreciate that. But when I make my videos, man, I enjoy making these videos. I really love making this content for you guys. I'm happy that you guys find so much use out of it and that the builds are something that you guys can take and make your own and have a good time with. Like, that stuff is more than payment for me, you know. Just your support coming to my channel, stuff like that, that always is that's just enough for me. So I love making these videos. I never had so much fun doing something like as a hobby until I started doing this stuff. And I never thought I would do it. Like, I never thought I would do it. But I don't know, just something kind of made me want to one day, and I was like, let me go ahead and just start doing it. And I've had so much fun making a lot of this stuff. And trying to figure it all out, like making all the thumbnails, man. I love making my thumbnails. Trying to figure out my style that I like and editing out the videos. There is sometimes when I'm making the video, man, it's crazy how many times I have to like do another take, just because I'll get all tongue tied or my mouth will get dry. It's so funny. I sound like a crazy person in my room. I'm definitely I would not be upset if someone was like in my house, be like, what is that guy doing in there? It's always nice though whenever you can get on a roll. All right, brother. Whenever you can get on a roll with it and it just like everything clicks for you, it's like it gets super easy. But then when you're having a bad day, like when I was making my Stormclaw video today, yesterday, oh my God, man, I can't even tell you how many times I was like, oh my God, what am I saying? I think one of the hardest parts when I first started doing the content, and again, I'm pretty much a baby to this stuff still, but I would always try to like add more stuff to my sentences. Like for some stupid reason, I would just be putting words in there and explanations that didn't need to be there. It was such a bad habit to break. But I always try to make sure I watch through everything to make sure that I'm happy with it before I put it out. I know a lot of people nowadays, when they get big enough, they like hire other like external companies and stuff to like edit all their videos and do all their thumbnails and everything. But there's just something really, I don't know, there's something really nice about doing it all myself. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I think it's kind of nice to make my own stuff. It's almost therapeutic in a way. It's just like crafting this video. Everything is me. It's got my fingerprints all over it. It's really nice. That sounds great. Also, it would be easier if I'll definitely add you from the chat, but my battle tag is in the description of the stream. If you wouldn't mind, just throwing a request my way, if you can. If not, I'll just do it when I get off stream. I'll send you a request. I wish they would take the first level out of the first Capstone dungeon. That boss fight with the Devoted Knight or whatever his name is, I feel like his barrier is bugged. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but sometimes it feels like his barrier never comes down if he's like the last enemy to kill. It feels like you're always attacking his barrier forever. Oh my God, you died. I'm saving you. Bang. Did I did? Okay. It should be in the description of the stream. It's Nico number and then, you know, the trailing numbers after that. Or pound sign and then whatever. It's like 13 something. Let's go put this in the urn. I also have a Discord I've set up, but it's not really, it's pretty bare bones at the moment. I'm not really good with setting up that stuff, so I'll have to take some time to actually go through it, but right now I've just been focused on making content. Oh yeah, no problem, my man. I'll just throw it your way real quick because now we're at a break in the... Here. I'll send one to you. We got a break here. We just finished the dungeon. There we go. Oh, hashtag, yeah. My I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. I'm just used to saying pound sign, bro. I never really use hashtags like that because all the codes, like all the door codes and stuff, when I at work or like any job I've ever had, it's always like whatever, whatever, whatever pound. Hashtag. Oh my gosh. I gotta get hip to the lingo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Kettle, you want to run some more? I didn't know if you were still in the chat. You want to run some more dungeons? We can help boost your Alucard rage. We can help boost your level up. My boy's got that. Hey, have you seen the Castlevania anime on Netflix? I'm sure you have with a name like Alucard. Nice, nice. So you get it. You understand. So many things, like, so it's so funny when you run across, like, when you know certain things or what certain things mean, and you got to remind yourself, like, not everybody calls it that or says it that way. It is kind of funny. The pound sign. If I say that to somebody nowadays, they might think I'm trying to, like, make a pass at them. Did you like it? Did you like the Netflix anime series? Did you see both of them? The newer one, and obviously the first one when they had Dracula. Let's go to tier 4. Let's go. Oh, that's a good man. Good man. Yeah, that's definitely, you definitely got to get some sleep, my man. You definitely got to get some rest. I gotta do like a date night with my wife too. It's been a little bit of a minute just because we had our son. We had our second son January 10th, and I've just been trying to spend a lot of time making content, stuff like that, and with a new baby, everybody's been really busy, and between all of life's responsibilities, so I got to make some time out to. We got to do a date night. Okay, yeah, I felt the same way, man. I really loved the series so far. I can't wait for the next season of the new one. I really want to see what they got. I was really like when Alucard came in at the very last episode. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like bringing in my boy to do some killing. Let's see, we'll do not Stormwrath. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a good one. I really like the theme of the whole series as well, and the art is great. I do like I am shocked though sometimes like how good a lot of these people are at storytelling. And then it's like Hollywood can have all of this money and all of these resources and just be absolutely hot garbage at making a movie. I'm sorry about that. I pulled them all there, but then as soon as you came in, they were like, I'm going to kill that guy. I don't know how you can have like $300 million to make a movie and it'd be absolutely terrible. But then someone is just making an anime and the story is just insanely good. I'm always confused by that. I mean, it's not like they can't, like with all the CGI they use nowadays. I mean, they're making a whole, they made the whole One Piece series and stuff on Netflix as well. And the new Avatar series looks like it's going to be pretty decent as well. Did anybody ever watch the M. Night Shyamalan, the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar series? I was blown, if you, the movie, not the series. Oh, my bad. I pulled all the enemies, but I think that's one thing that's super weird. Sometimes you're getting killed in here. For some reason, when I pull the enemies, it won't pull like certain enemies. Like I definitely want to get the shield guys, but it's like not pulling the shield guys in. Is an infinite supply of enemies here. Oy, 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 oy. There's what I needed. There we go. Got my debilitating roar up. Now we're good to go. We can just kill. Is there a portal here somewhere? Where's the portal at? I'm like, is there really this many enemies coming at me? Did I just pull the whole stage of enemies? I've never... Oh, there was a cursed well event. Did I hit that? I must have hit that. Okay. Once you get the shield guys down, you're good. Like, you see how much I can cast the ult, dude? It's so good. So good. I think if you stand in the center, maybe you'll be okay. Should be okay now. That just first section there really kind of surprised me with all the shield enemies. Come here, yo. It's always the shit, man. They always get out of position. They always are like the ones in the back sitting there doing nothing except keeping everybody else alive. versus pummel. Oh my god. Those obelisks. We have 0 revives. We have 0 revives. Don't die. Stay there. Yeah. I'm okay. The stupid obelisks, man. They do too much damage. Even with all the dang. Maybe not pull so many enemies in Champion's Demise. This is probably one of the worst places to use this. They're just so close together. I feel like I'm pulling enemies from everywhere. Okay. Wow. Wow. And you're dead. That's so funny. What do you mean versus pummel? Are you getting anything out of this? Or should we just run something different than a tier 100 dungeon? Are you getting weapon drops and stuff like that? Getting equipment and everything? I know I can keep... I should be able to stay alive now. I think I cleared like the whole stage of enemies. Unknowingly, I didn't want to clear that many enemies. Yeah. Oi. 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 Dude. It's that. Don't worry about it. We'll probably have to go out. Yeah, that's good. It's the electrified obelisk, man. That thing does so much damage. That's all right. Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried pulverize, man. I haven't tried pulverize. That one was tough. That electrified obelisk is tough, man. It does so much damage. Did you get any items out of there? Oh yeah, you gotta love the autocorrect. Oh yeah, yeah, the level cap. That's right. That's right. Let's do... I have a few here that we can do. I want to do lightning storm. Let's do blood. This one should be a little more isolated. I think it's just how many enemies in Champion's Demise, because when I cast my ultimate, it pulls like a massive swath of enemies in. And if I don't, I need more ranks on my debilitating roar so I can cool it down faster, so I can get that damage reduction more often. I wish I could put a Zenith ring into my build, but I can't. I want more tankiness. I just need to build up my barrier. That's all it is. If I get a barrier roll on my helmet, get more ranks to bulwark, and then I can switch all of my gems to rubies and get more HP, I'll have a ton of health and a big barrier, and I probably almost be impossible to kill me. I just haven't found any good amulet with ranks to defensive skills, as well as like something else like movement speed, things like that. I've been pretty unlucky with the items so far. I'm not gonna... I'll try to kill everything so you can come down and pick stuff up. When I have to hit one enemy, that's where I start to lose my damage. Everything should be clear up to where I'm at. Ooh, I got an underpass. I got a deserted underpass. That damage sharing is so good, man. Ooh, I survived that. No, 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 no. Get. I swear I was trying to dodge towards that. It kept pulling me back. I'll pick you up. That blood blister blew up on me. Oh, there's one guy, yo? That sucks. There we go. Alright, we should be good. Like, what? What just killed me? What killed you? I think this is a terrible idea. I think this is probably the worst idea I've had tonight. What killed you? Oh my god. I've killed like every enemy up to this point. I don't know what's like what keeps getting you. I'll go this way. Are you getting chased again? Okay. Like, what's going on? Dude, these guys are like coming after you. Oi. Like I'm getting enemies to come toward me, but it's like the pulls are so bad. Like I'm getting a bunch of enemies, but then there'll be like some lagging behind. Maybe it's all the stalactites and stalagmites. I feel like resistances don't do anything for electricity damage. I feel like they still do so much damage with that. Alright, we're working our way through. We are working our way through. Where's the last... You should be able to get... You're getting 925 gear? Yeah, we can do some Varshan runs. Get away from that electrified obelisk, dude. Those things are crazy. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I'm not gonna die. I won't die. I believe in myself. All right. We're good. Yeah, I haven't played a pulverized build yet, but maybe I will later on in the season. I have so many things I want to do right now. I want to make a boulder build. I want to make a shred build. But I think pulverized is really good this season, from what I've heard. Seems like it is anyway. Dude, that is so crazy, boy. Your little blood golem looks like a monster. I feel like I want to kill it. I don't know. Every time I see it, it looks like something that would want to kill me. There's a chest. Artillery chest. We'll try to kill as much as we can while we have this chest, this artillery shrine. Where's this thing going? Yeah, I think they're like going after your golem or something. A butcher? Not the butcher, dude. Oh my god, man. Get it, butcher. Come on. Die. Die, 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 die. I need to swap gear in the middle of this fight, and I can't. And I'm stunned. Let me see if I can't swap gear real quick on the fly. No, no, no. I need that. I need this. And this. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Did he just... Where'd he go? I was trying to swap my gear so I could do more single target to him. And he just disappeared. Okay. Trying to do PC plays on a Xbox controller. Oh no. When I get the pools, man, what? What happened? I'm gonna watch the playback. Did I miss something? Okay, that went down. Did I miss like a blister? I didn't see a blister. Oh, it was off my screen. It was by you. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it on my map. Well, I can't really look up in my map. That's why we need like an overlay. I can't see stuff. Like when I'm trying to focus on not dying by not running into one of the million different things that they have on the screen. I can't tell if there's a blood blister right behind me. That's the second time that's happened. I think it's spawning off of you, and I can't see it. That's alright, though. I don't want to do this. I'm not interested in doing that. Just leave all those enemies there. Just want to finish out this dungeon.
Charge complete.
For Jordan, for me, this is better for dungeons and vaults, and Lightning Storm is better for like bossing. That's how I feel about it. Just because I love Stormclaw, and I think that it's just faster paced. But Lightning Storm, in terms of overall damage and what it like, it's definitely way better than Stormclaw. Way better. So I almost get killed. So you gotta love how it drops sacred gear. You can't die. We're in the bubble. We're in the bubble. We're protected. But once, like, I don't have a lot of the tanky things I need on this build. I'm missing a lot of barrier, a lot of extra life. I got some decent damage reduction, but I need more barrier, more extra life. My barrier is pretty low right now. I want my barrier closer to 10k, and I don't have that right now. So I'm a little bit squishy, but not really too much when I'm running solo. It's just when I have a party, and things can kind of get out of hand if I get a lot of electrified obelisks or something like those blood blisters popping off screen that I didn't even see. Let's repair. Absolutely. Yeah, I would just say if you love fast-paced stuff, definitely Stormclaw for me. I love fast-paced. Bossing, it's like I can kill any boss, man. Bossing. And it doesn't even... Most of the time I'm doing that in a part. I want to do that in a party, and every party has a barb, and every barb one-shots everything. So why do I need lightning? Why do I need to do Lightning Storm for that? Alrighty. We got Deserted Underpass. We're not doing Champion's Demise again. Drifting Shade. I'm going to break all of these. We'll keep those two, and I'll break the rest. Did you get items out of that, Rage? Were you getting a 925 gear at all? Or no? Yeah, so I'm going to be putting out a how-to guide for my Stormclaw build, so that way, because it is a bit different. It is a bit different on how you use it, but it's still a lot of fun. It's still really fast, a lot of fun, and does plenty of damage to scale into the end game and complete all the content. Let's go grab up... How long? 39 minutes for the world boss. Where is the seasonal stuff? Just the Vaults of Cinders. Oh, good, good. Was it all 925 though? Awesome, good, awesome. That's good to know. That's where I got my crone staff, bro. I got an amazing crone staff from the vault. Yeah, but you got items though. But you got items. That's what matters. Oh. Do you want to do another Nightmare Dungeon, or do you want to do Helltide, or we can do Helltide, or I don't know. I think Nightmare Dungeons are the best dungeons for leveling. We can just do another nightmare dungeon. Let's do the deserted underpass. This one should be easier for you to stay safe because everything's kind of in a line. I might die, though, because of all the poison. I think you can stay right up at the top here, too, while I'm down here. I'll wait till you come into the dungeon. Of course, of course. I just constantly dodge back and dodge back and dodge back whenever I'm dealing with these guys. And it doesn't pull how, like, come on now. You gotta pull the enemies that have the shield. You gotta pull the one enemy that stops me from killing all the other enemies. It's crazy. Watch out for all those little spiders. I'll come back and kill those little ones. Alright, should be clear down here. Just watch out for the drifting shade if it comes. It's the modifier for here. Wait till I have a cast of of course. Of course it would do that. Dodge, bro. There we go. At least this first part is like slay all monsters, so you know. Whoa, how did you die? Did you get hit by the drifting shade? I'm coming. I didn't even notice. I'm so focused on not dying. I'm on my way. Well, there should be some items down here for you. What the? They gotta fix that, man. Getting hit by stuff when you're going up and down an obstacle. It's kind of silly. Are you up? I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you to catch up. It's all clear up into the middle of this area. Maybe you get some good items. Alright, I'm gonna start pulling stuff. Alright. This one I actually have to spam my bulwark when I cast my petrify because of the poison. I'd rather not cast my bulwark because I don't want to cause a knockback or anything, but I have to. That was an accident. Let's not go there. Wait. There's enemies over here. How's there enemies back here? Watch out, I think. Oh, never mind. I thought something was coming after you. That's another reason why I like Nature's Fury, because it helps shed that poison every single time you get poisoned by stuff. Helps break that poison off. You don't die immediately. Poison is so insanely powerful still. There we go. Ooh. Not that. Not that. No. I'm dodging the wrong way. Dodge through. Let's go. I love this. It's so good. It's so good. Watch out, there's a... Come on, where's my... Get out of here. Oh, don't dodge back there. Don't move up, don't move up, don't move up. No. Don't come up here. Don't move. No, don't die. Hold on. I'm gonna get him. As Joker just said, I want that guy over there. Let me get the necromancer back there with all those minions. That's funny. I got a good pull, but I don't think I got any good procs off my overcharge. I need a 20%er, man. I need to get a perfect one. Hold on. Watch out for that. I need to get more lucky hit. Ooh, pair of gloves. Oh, terrible pair of pain gloves. Let's go. Man, I love that debilitating roar. It's so much damage reduction. I can't wait to get some more defensive ranks. It's going to make that cooldown so much lower. I might actually invest some skill points into it to drop the cooldown as much as possible. I think having like 6 ranks, I think it's actually going to be 7 ranks in total that I'll be able to get. Now, what knocked you back? I don't. You shouldn't have got a knockback off of that. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. No. Stupid eyeball, man. Stop spawning enemies. Watch out for the drift. We should all just be barbarians. I need to be a barbarian. Please tell me you grab the... Okay, good. I was like, please tell me you grab the shield guy. I hate when it doesn't grab the shield guy and he's just sitting there. Did you get teleported on? What? Bang. I think we'll do a different, maybe we'll do some different I just wanted to get you some items. I think getting items is the hardest part, so. Getting items is the hardest part anyway. 925 gear. And when I get that double summon, I mean the double ulti, get that cataclysm off of the petrify cast, that is so nice, dude. I like that. Just keep casting. Just keep dodging through enemies. Oh, something knocked me back. Anything? And then we got one more. One more. Go ahead and break it down. Break it down like a shotgun. Come back here. Get over here in the bubble. The bubble of invulnerability. Get in here. Is he getting stuck out here? Get in here. Fight you halfway in, halfway out. There we go. Alrighty. Come on, give me some decent gloves. Movement speed, willpower, no. Man, that attack speed, how do I get so many low rolls? These are crap. Would have been nice if there had been a nice solid roll on attack speed there. I could have used that. We got a Legion event and a World Boss event. You want to go to the Legion event? I also have a few strongholds. Oh, those are your strongholds. I'm sitting here. I'm like, how did I have so many strongholds to do? What happened? Let's go. Oh, let's go over here to the seasonal Tree of Whispers content. I will say that with the change to how you get gear from those vaults, man, or from the vaults and dungeons, it's made it where I can just leave all the other stuff on the ground. Yeah, I need to get more summons of Varshan, so we definitely come over here and do this. And you won't die. That'll also be really nice. You don't have to worry about dying. We can farm faster for XP. I think I'm going to get off of here. Probably, let's just finish this up. And didn't you say you needed to do the Zur? I have a couple goes of Zur if you want. I think we can do Zur real fast and then see if you can't get your shield. I believe that's what you needed, right? I don't need anything from Zur, so we can definitely do that, boss. This is like the Blood Siphon event, but much easier. My first hardcore character in Season 2 died to the Blood Siphon event. I had no idea what was going on. I got stunned up inside of that thing. Sucked all the life out of me. Sucked it all out. I gotta go back to the tree real quick. Are you good here? Did you get a weapon yet, too? Like, hopefully you got a weapon. I don't go to the tree. I'm an idiot. Oh. Loot chest plates. Hey Zap, I'll definitely run some more Varshan. I'm just a little bit sleepy. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do these. Rage, if you need the some Zir attempts, I have a couple. If not, I'm probably gonna get off of here. We'll do this. I think I have that, and then I have to grab 2 more obelisks. And then one more. Man, that grind for the tuning stones is going to be something. I know some people have already gotten a couple, but oh my lord. Have already gotten them or gotten one of them. I think it was like a 0.5 chance to get it. 0.5. It's a pretty low chance. Bushwhack. Come on. Come on out, Harold. That's such a bad name. There you are. Whoa. Let's go kill Zer real quick. I don't know if you need it or not, but we're gonna go kill Zer. I haven't even killed that boss this season. Where is he at? Where's the darkened way? Beware of the darkened way, where the big-headed vampire lives. I don't know why Zer looks like a lobster, though. Like, why does he come out of the fountain looking like a lobster? I wouldn't want to be that kind of vampire. If you told me that if I got turned into a vampire that I would come out of a blood fountain looking like a giant lobster, I would say absolutely not. I do not want to be that. He almost looks like that spider toy from Toy Story, the little baby doll head toy. With the little mechanical spider legs. That's what it reminds me of. Or like somebody really liked it and they didn't want to like just straight rip it off of like the movie, so they decided to make like half of it. All right, let's end it. I don't know if you were the person who said you needed the shield out of here. I'm not certain about that, but if you are that person, Rage, hopefully you get it. Can't remember. I'm a little bit tired right now. Need to get to bed. I don't want to get belligerent on here. Sometimes when I get tired, I get belligerent. I start saying random stuff. Some of it not necessarily appropriate. Let me change my bossing setup too. Swap it over. Let's go there, and there. All right, well, we're gonna go. We're gonna go do one. I need one anyway, so I need to unlock the. I still have like one journey to unlock, so we'll do one and then I'll get off here. I haven't killed the guy, so he needs to die at least one time. Let me swap to my ravens. We got ravens. We are ready. We are ready to go. Ready to go. You should be okay. Oh, look at this guy. So big and bad. Die. Die. Lord Zer. Goodbye, Lord Zer. It was a pleasure. Why is his head so big? Why did they have to give that man that bulbous head? Wow, that's a perfect roll there at the bottom. Nice, Sam. Good. Awesome, brother. Awesome. I had got a couple from Durial to date as well. So anyway, guys, I'm pretty tired. I'm going to get off of here. I will probably stream some more, and I'm going to make my how-to video on my Stormclaw build today. I'm just going to probably take like 5 hours and get some sleep, and then I'll get back up. But I appreciate you all for stopping by the stream. Like I said, anytime you guys want to join in the party. I love to, incorporate all my viewers into the game. The build is in the description of the stream right now. I also have the Stormclaw build video up on my channel if you want to go take a look at that. But with all that being said, I hope you guys are having a good day or a good night, depending on wherever you're from. And I will see you guys in probably like 12 hours. Probably something like 12 hours or 15 hours. But I'll have that video out today. Anyway, see you later, guys.